Okay, we are back, folks, and we have Jesse Ventura, former Minnesota governor, with us. They killed our president. 63 reasons to believe there was a conspiracy to assassinate JFK. And hopefully it'll become a bestseller because people need to be woken up out there about the coup d'etat that took over our country. Former Minnesota governor Jesse Ventura, multi-time, #1 New York Times bestseller. And he's giving us the premiere interview here today. His book tour, TV tour, starts next week, a limited tour on national TV and radio. But he said he'd give me the first interview, and we're very honored to have him, and I count him as a friend. And the reason I admire Jesse Ventura, even though I don't agree with him 100%, he doesn't agree with me 100%, is that he's a real guy. And being genuine nowadays is getting so rare.
Share this video with a friend.
It goes on sale next week officially in bookstores. You can order it off Amazon, pre-order it. We hope you get it at InfoWarsStore.com, so you support the broadcast and what the governor's doing. But I read this book. I couldn't put it down because it's got so much new info, plus all the rock bottom info. They killed our president. That's the title. And Jesse Ventura with Dick Russell and David Wayne, who co-wrote it. Jesse Ventura joins us. Governor, good to hear your voice again. Yeah, let's talk about the book. And first off, the fact that they say 50 years later, no one's allowed to be in that area of downtown unless you're invited and believe the official story. What is this, North Korea?
Well, it's ridiculous. It's, again, you know, I've come to determine, Alex, it's this simple. Someone could produce a film today of somebody shooting from the grassy knoll, and mainstream media wouldn't cover it, because I saw that completely when I went to Chicago and I met Judith Barry Baker, who was Lee Harvey Oswald's mistress in New Orleans, his lover. Oswald was separated from Marina, and Judith, who has some of the most explosive stuff. The fact that Jack Ruby knew Lee Harvey Oswald since Oswald was a child. The guy who killed him knew him.
Wow.
Knew him well. She went to dinner with them on multiple occasions. She knew him as Sparky Rubenstein, you know, his real name. And he shortened it to Jack Ruby later. And we went, imagine Jesse Ventura, governor of Minnesota, and her calling a press conference in Chicago, and one camera showed up.
That shows that people know to keep their mouth shut. Normally, you have a press conference, there'd be 20 cameras there.
It shows you also that mainstream media, and this is what it gets down to, they've been bamboozling us for 50 years on this. They're not about to now show something that shows they've deceived and lied to us. So they're going to continue with the Oswald story and all the rest of us. They're going to marginalize us. I'm noticing already on this press tour, I'm not getting much mainstream media in the book, with this book. Very much less limited. Fox News, of course, won't have me on at all.
Sure, so you're saying the stuff you've got lined up for next week that you're seeing a lot less. I mean, you would think with the 50th anniversary, you get even more coverage.
Yeah, no, nothing on like Good Morning America, nothing on the networks, nothing on MSNBC. I'll be on Piers, I'll be on Howard Stern. Only the people with some courage, you know, who are willing to go out there and seek the truth. But as far as the rest of the mainstream media, again, when I was with Judith Baker, who could have told them that Oswald and Ruby knew each other intimately, you know, it wasn't just some passing high. I met the guy once. You know, and that's a dynamite. That's a bombshell. That changes the whole thing. That the murderer of Oswald knew him. And yet the media could care less about it.
Well, it's on record. I've talked to Jim Mars, who has been around so long. He used to go to that topless bar right out of college and knew Jack Ruby and knew all those people. And it was known that Oswald hung out there constantly.
Well, he wasn't constantly there, but he was involved with them enough that it would be the type where a lot of people knew him. Heck, we show in the book positively identified.
No, I mean, according to Mars,
Ruby.
yeah, but according to Mars, Oswald was in there. I mean, that was
Sure, he was in there on many, not a lot, but on, certainly enough occasions to where people got to know him there.
well.
Know who he was.
Well, according to Mars, that was one of the meetup places to do business and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Jim's very knowledgeable. Again, I quote him in this book. We had the good fortune doing this book to have all these resources at our disposal, which we used, and we put them in a great order of 63 reasons. And when you read, we lead the book off with the Katzenbach memo, and people need to understand this, Alex. 2 conspiracies took place. The first conspiracy was that of the actual murder of our president, and the second conspiracy was the cover-up of it. And some people are in both, some people are only in one. And I decided to lead the book off with the Katzenbach memo, Nicholas Katzenbach. He was the acting attorney general on Monday morning. Now, bear in mind, the president got killed on Friday. Oswald got killed on Sunday. This is Monday morning. We have this isn't me making this up. This is the memo from the acting attorney general, because naturally Bobby wasn't there. His brother had just been killed. He's not going to go to work Monday. And a memo from his deputy in charge to Lyndon Johnson through his proper channels stating that we must convince the public that Oswald had nobody working with him, that he was completely alone, and nobody else out in the world is loose right now that was part of this, and the fact that we must convince the public that if there would have been a trial, he would have been convicted. And then it goes on to even more stuff. I mean, what more of a smoking gun do you need? That's the whole thing. Oh, and then it goes on to say you need to form a commission of top integrity people and we can't allow any type of congressional or any other investigations to take place.
Sure, but later they failed, and they did have a congressional committee, and what they found, 99% chance it was a conspiracy?
Yeah, in 1976, the House Select Committee, and this is another thing people fail to realize, the government's last view of the murder of John F. Kennedy and its last response was that it was highly probable that there was a conspiracy. They wouldn't say unequivocally there was, but they said most probable. And then they turn it over to the Justice Department, and what happens to it? Nothing.
Well, let me tell you a brief story, and this is on YouTube. I did the interview now it's about 5-6 years ago. George Norrie came to town. We put on a big event. Thousands came out for 5:90 a.m., our local affiliate, KLBJ, the namesake of the president. He actually used to own it. And